What's going on, guys? So if you're watching this video, that likely means that your Amazon account has been suspended, or maybe you're just planning for the future. But if your Amazon account is suspended, I feel for you. This sucks. It is literally probably like top 5 things that I've been through, like worst things that I've been through in my life. I get it, cash flow stops, they freeze your funds. It's just very hard to communicate with Amazon. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what I did to get my Amazon account back up and running. And hopefully you guys can get your account up and running way faster than I did. I'm actually going to share my plan of action with you guys at the end of this video. We're going to do a little screen share and you guys will be able to see it right here on the screen. Without further ado, let's get into exactly what you should do step by step in order to get your Amazon account back up and running as quickly as possible.
Look, grind hard, well done, sir, and welcome to the freaking well show. And party central to my well ones, are not a violated hell code.
So number 1, what you want to do is contact the Amazon Health team. So I'm going to link below, and if your account is suspended, the link below this video is actually going to direct you directly to the Amazon Health team, and you'll be able to talk with them on the phone. These are Americans in Seattle. I think most of them are in Seattle. The team that I was speaking to was in Seattle, and you're not going to be talking to someone overseas. You're going to be talking to like high-level Amazon reps. Keep in mind that you're talking just to the Amazon support health team. These are not the people that are going to make the decision on whether your account gets activated again. These people are here to help you. They're here to actually look at your plan of action, which is what you'll be submitting to Amazon in order to get your account ungated, or not ungated, in order to get your account back up and running again. So these guys are your friends. Don't have an attitude with them. Be very nice with them. They're like the bridge between you and the decision maker. So that they're going to send the report to Amazon performance team. They'll be looking at the report first to make sure it's good, but they truly do want the best for you. They do want your Amazon account to get back up and running. And keep in mind, they probably talk to angry Amazon sellers all day. So it's in your best interest, if you do want them to give true feedback, to be nice with them. So do everything you can to pick their brains and say, what types of things should I be looking out for? And it really depends on why you got suspended. I got suspended for having a counterfeit book. So I was like, what are they looking for? What do they really want to know? And they told me exactly, which I'll go over a little bit later, exactly what to put in my plan of action. So with that being said, I would, if you're watching this video now and you're just freaking out, I would put some time in your plan of action, make it very professional. Maybe if you have someone good in your family who's good at English, good at writing, have them look it over. Just make sure everything is nice and tight. You don't want to have any errors or anything like that. And I would submit that as soon as possible. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't even wait to talk to Amazon Health. I would just submit it and you'll get a reply in 5 to 7 days. And in the meantime, after you submit it, I would actually make a copy of the one you had and I would fine tune it. So I would talk to the Amazon support health team and I would just say, hey, look, this is what I currently have. I have a feeling like I submitted one, but I want to make sure I'm good. What else should I change? What are the weak spots here? And I would just spend the next few days while you're waiting on the answer for the first one to optimize your second one, because there's a high chance that the first one won't get accepted. So yeah, those are my first 2 tips. Submit it as soon as possible and then start fine-tuning your second draft. And we'll go over exactly what changes I made. This was a couple years ago, a year and a half, a couple years ago, when I got my Amazon account suspended. So I'll try and remember as much as possible about this, but I'll talk about my plan of action and exactly what I think allowed me to get my plan of action approved. Also, they're gonna ask for invoices if you got an IP complaint or a counterfeit claim. So provide the most professional invoice that you can. If you're a reseller selling books, all of your inventory is secondhand. It's all been used before. It's all been passed down. Who knows how many lines of people. Maybe it was given to Goodwill. Maybe it was donated back to Goodwill. Maybe it was donated to another thrift store. It could have, the life cycle of a book, it could have been in so many places. So there is a high chance that the books you have are counterfeit, or maybe you're selling some other item and you don't have the actual, maybe you did retail arbitrage, you don't have the actual invoice. Find the most professional invoice possible. This is what I did. I called the thrift store that I order bulk books from, and honestly, I don't know, we have a list of 8 books they say were counterfeit. I don't know where these 8 books came from. I just don't. So I went to one of my biggest sources and I said, hey, can I have an invoice from you guys? And we just made it look very professional. It was more than just a receipt. It was like an actual printed out piece of paper, which I think may have helped a little bit. Maybe it didn't help at all. But if you can get like an actual paper invoice or even faxed over to you and have it like more legitimate looking than just a tiny receipt, I think you have a higher chance of getting it approved. Now, if you have the receipt from buying an item from like Marshalls or something, provide that. Like, don't lie to Amazon, be honest, but you might as well jazz it up a little bit if instead of giving them like a small tiny receipt, give them a bigger invoice. So that is something I did. And now let's dive into my plan of action. And really the important thing with the plan of action is you want to admit fault. This is what Amazon's looking for, and this is what I really think allowed me to actually get my Amazon account back, was I eventually admitted fault. So we'll put the plan of action here so that you guys can see it. Got the magic video editing going on, and you guys can follow along with me. So the first thing I said here was our small business thrives off the ability to sell on Amazon, and we would like to thank Amazon for giving us this opportunity. Did this help? I have no idea. Probably not, but I just want to start nice. The next thing I said, and this is what they require, this is one of the things they require 3 things. They require the root cause of the issue. They require what steps you're going to take to resolve the issue. So these are things you must have in your plan of action. They require, so what things have you done? And then what things you're going to do in the future. So steps you've taken moving forward. So these are the 3 things they require. So starting with the root cause of the issue, this is all about admitting fault. I tried hard to not admit fault because I was afraid I was going to get sued, and I did not want to admit to listing a counterfeit book. So the way I phrased this was the root cause of the issue is that we were unaware that the items went against intellectual rights of the property owner for being counterfeit. So when I didn't use the word counterfeit, they didn't like it. I had to put the word counterfeit in there. I tried to avoid putting it in there. But whatever they say, the reason that your account is suspended, you want to take their words and throw it back at them. So if they say you got suspended because you're sending us whatever words they use, you're sending us items that are counterfeit, you want to use the word counterfeit. I'm trying to think of another reason why somebody would get suspended. Duplicate accounts. You know, if you have duplicate accounts that's another reason why people get suspended. You want to put that in your reasoning. In the root cause of the issue is you had duplicate accounts. So make sure that whatever their reason is, you put that back at them, because it's likely just somebody looking at the screen and they're comparing what Amazon said you got suspended for and what you're saying is the root cause of the issue, and they want to make sure these 2 things match up. And I actually put every single ASIN that we got counterfeit claims for, and so you'll see all these listed here. And this was just to, really admit fault to like everything. Like these are the exact books you guys say are counterfeit. So just really acknowledging that I understand what the issue is and I understand the root cause. And I even added we take full responsibility and acknowledgement here. And here are the steps that we are going to take and implement. Blah blah blah. So we've taken a few steps to resolve this issue. So here is what we've done already. So we have deleted, and notice I'm putting some words in bold. I really just wanted to make it as easy as possible for them to read this and see that I'm serious. So who knows if making letters bold actually helps? I think it does. So we have deleted all listings. We have required team members to read 3 articles on blah, blah, blah. We have removed our inventory, and we will do thorough search on all inventory. Team members have gone through training on stopcounterfeitbooks.com, which is a trusted website for, this website is owned by or partnered with or managed by, so they're affiliated somehow with the law firm that, or the publishers represented by the law firm that say my items were counterfeit. So it's good to go back to like a source that they trust. So I think that helped out as well. So if you can go to a source, a good source that is going to help prove the authenticity of your items, that's going to help. So if you have books, stopcounterfeitbooks.com is great for that. So steps we have taken to prevent these issues moving forward. So now we're talking about the future. So we were talking about things we already did. Now we're talking about the future. So these are like really the three components you need. We will cease all purchasing. So really here what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that they know I have a plan, that this will not be screwed up in the future. I'm not gonna make the same mistake again. And as much as I hate Amazon for doing this to me, and these big companies like Facebook, Amazon, they have so much control over their users and over their customers and sellers like us. It's really frustrating, when your full-time income is coming from Amazon, you get shut down. But I will say, I have learned a lot just from this plan of action in my own business. Whenever somebody makes a mistake in my business, or when I make a mistake, I always go to the root cause of the issue now. And I'm sure that Amazon, while they require sellers to do this, I'm sure they require people in their own company to do this as well. So just to shine some light or illuminate your darkness for a second, because if you're watching to this point, I'm pretty sure your Amazon account is suspended. It sucks. It is absolutely like one of the worst things that can happen as an entrepreneur. I do recommend taking this as a lesson for your own business and looking at, what is the root cause of many issues in your business now? What are you doing to prevent those issues from happening in the future? And what can you do? What steps can you implement to be sure that the mistake never happens again? And we could even reverse this on Amazon, and we could say, the root cause of me not receiving any money from Amazon is my Amazon account is shut down. How can I prevent this from happening in the future? In my opinion, is multiple Amazon accounts, and do it the legal way. But I have YouTube videos on this. If you guys search 15 plus Amazon accounts, Romer the Roamer, one of the videos will come up where I interviewed somebody who had over 15 Amazon accounts, and he did it the legal way, which is against Amazon terms of service, but it's 100% legal in America, if that makes sense. So just because you're breaking Amazon's rules doesn't mean you're breaking the rules of the government, and technically it's all still legal even within Amazon terms of service, depending on how you do it and how you frame yourself. So I know that's a weird ending to this, but I do believe that you should protect yourself. If you're selling on Amazon and you want to continue to sell on Amazon full time, and you have 5-figure paychecks coming to you, and even if you don't have 5-figure paychecks coming to you every 2 weeks, if this is your full-time income, I highly recommend, if you have a spouse, if you have a parent who can set up another Amazon account and you can be the manager of that account. You don't have 2 accounts, you have 2 accounts you're selling on, but legally speaking, you have somebody else. And in that video, the 15 plus Amazon accounts, just search it, 15 plus Amazon accounts, Romer the Roamer. I interviewed this guy, really smart guy, his name's Alexis, and he really breaks that down. So that's it, guys. That's what worked for me, and I really do hope that you're able to get your Amazon account back in a timely manner. It took me 6 weeks to do mine, so highly recommend be aggressive as possible. Make sure to send that plan of action in as quickly as possible, and make sure that it's quality. So send it in, fine tune it. If they reject it, send in a better one, rinse and repeat. And hopefully, you guys seeing my plan of action here will be able to help you send a good plan of action to get your account back up as soon as possible. If this content was valuable for you guys, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Peace out. Much love, family. Catch you in the next video.
Sir, and welcome to the freaking well show, and party central to my well ones, are not a violated hell codes. dope sells like the charge do, but selling's all about potential. And money speaks, then I'm the main act. I give a damn about the intro.